Honestly, it's just a very great moment. Been waiting a very long time for this. Honestly, since I got here freshman year, like Rennie said, you know, we got sat down and we were told, hey, you guys are gonna do it. And yeah, I mean, there were times where it didn't always seem like that, you know. We had a couple rough years, a couple rough seasons, and times, you know, guys wanted to give up. But we just kept pushing. It was really great.
One of the last things I asked your coach before he left was, you know, I didn't ask any of the players, but the guys who were seniors in last year's class really earned that ring. I mean, you think about all the vans. We joked around about the vans and having no home, being vagabonds, right? Essentially,
yeah.
To coming to a state-of-the-art facility, all the fans that were in attendance during the run through the tournament. What did it mean to you as your final moments here at NJIT as a senior player to have that happen?
It couldn't end in it couldn't end in a better way, you know. Like we said before, we didn't have a home field for the first 3 years. It was like we were just playing against another team, our parents in the stands. Really, that's really all it was. And then just for it to end the way it did with this field, this facility, all the fans supporting us, it's truly a blessing, for real.
Is there a moment, I mean, because you guys started a little bit slowly and then really went on a tear. You had big wins, you had some big games, but when you look at the ring, is there a moment in a game or a specific game or series of games that you think about the moment you look at that championship ring?
I do, let alone with the playoffs, you know, the semifinal, final. I think the game that really made us was a really true test of our character was our against VCU in the beginning of the season, because that was a game where it was a dog against dog fight, you know, it was a dog fight, that game. It went all the way into OT, and after that game I knew we could do it. I really had faith in our group after that game.
And for you as a captain, I mean, that much more satisfying, know that these guys look to you to help get them through some of that adversity and prove that they could play with the big boys?
No, yeah, and of course, and it's the other way around too. I look at them, and they're honestly what pushed me to do what we did, you know, to, you know, give every second of the game my full energy, all my focus. It's honestly all for my teammates, and I love all of them.
And I think your coach loved you too. You know, I had long talks with him throughout the course of the year, especially in preparation for some of the broadcasts. And he said, tell me about guys. I want to know what your thoughts are and give me some. And he said, you know, when we started talking about Zapata, he goes, you know, he does the dirty work. He's one of those guys that does the grunt work in the middle, but most importantly, he is our steel, which I thought was an interesting term. I mean, I think steel, I think strength. And this is what he said about you. So let's talk about what that means and from the relationship that you guys had to make that happen, the championship, the ring, to be his captain, to be his steel. What does that mean?
It means a lot. I mean, it wasn't always like that coming in as a new guy, as a freshman. I was a very young guy looking up to guys who were in my place now, like MG9, you know, Mamadou, Onyaka, all the Rickies, you know, those guys. I really learned from them, you know, how a leader should be. And then I looked up to them, and then, you know, yeah, I mean, I learned from the people in front of me, and I just hope my guys could carry it on, you know. They see my example, and they continue to carry the torch.
And I'll ask you a final question. Same thing I asked Thomas Radon. He's a Jersey guy. You're a Jersey guy. Does it make it that much cooler to be like in your home state, like on your turf, and being an ASUN championship champion on your turf?
No, yeah, it's a very beautiful thing, you know, to go around. I'm across the river. I'm a Kearney guy. 10 minutes away, so it's honestly because I know a lot of guys that used to go to NJIT too from Kearney, and they didn't do like what we did, you know, they weren't able to, so I'm truly blessed to be able to have done it.